or someone that had a special issue. We've been meeting without really anyone attending for 6 to 8 months, and no one's come to the meetings other than the committee members. So the mayor, if he knew that and directed people to come, certainly, Betty was not advised to advise us, nor was any of our members, committee members, advised.
You did that at a public meeting.
If you did that, in a public meeting, why in a public meeting?
What point are you making?
I'm making the point that you apparently advised people to go to a meeting and never mention that we would have a special circumstance or someone.
So you're saying that if someone says go to the next meeting, that's a problem for you?
Well, did you know when the next meeting was?
No.
Did you know that it was?
One
meeting didn't have a quorum and the other meeting was canceled because we were planting plants out in front of City Hall?
No.
I guess you didn't know that.
No.
Right. Well, let's set the stage. Hold on. Let's set the stage for who really determined that we should even be talking about the cannon. And in September 2007, you were the one, Mr. Mayor, that directed the beautification committee to see what, in your direct words, put on the agenda, because I've never thought that having a weaponry placed at the entrance to our town was very friendly. You wanted it gone. You told me both privately and publicly you wanted it gone. And we should look, hold on, let me finish, I'm talking. This is fact. You said it in a meeting.
No. I'll remind you of
It's quoted by you that, do you remember saying this? I've never thought that having weaponry placed at the entrance to our town was friendly?
Yes.
Okay, you remember saying that, right?
Yeah. I do.
And you don't remember directing the beautification committee to look at alternatives to place the cannon somewhere else?
No,
answer the question, please.
Dave, this is not a courthouse.
No,
calm down.
Like, you're standing up there.
Listen. Do me a favor, okay? There's no doubt that I don't think that having a weapon at the entrance to the city is a good idea. As a matter of fact, when I talked to Mr. Portillo, I probably said that to him. I probably told him that I think it's more appropriate to have it in the park where it's not a feature, okay? So, I don't know what you're getting at here.
No, what I'm getting is, I'm not the politician here. You're the one directing the beautification committee to find alternate and then getting everyone riled up about why the cannon is being moved.
Is that a problem?
Well, it is a problem, because you talk over two sides of your mouth. And let me point to other examples.
Let's just get to the gist of this, that the beautification committee didn't know that there were people being invited to come to specific meetings, and I'm the liaison to the committee, and I didn't hear about it either.
Correct.
That the beautification committee met twice since that invitation was extended and nobody came to the meeting. That the beautification committee opted to no longer hold meetings twice a month, and therefore there was no meeting scheduled for that night that all the people showed up to, and that's why there was nobody there from the committee. Now, somehow I wasn't informed either, so I showed up for the meeting as quickly as I could after work, which is usually, about half hour, 45 minutes into the meeting that you're holding, and I found everybody waiting here, and I couldn't tell them, there was no meeting scheduled for tonight, because I wasn't aware of it either. And that's a breakdown in communication between the committee and the town clerk and the commission and whatever. But I just want everybody to understand that the committee didn't avoid meeting with anybody. The committee didn't cancel the meeting so as not to have to face this issue, and that any contentions to the contrary are inaccurate.
No, absolutely not. The highest respect is given to the gentleman that came and expressed his passion for what and where to put the cannon. So that's not an issue. The committee meets Wednesday night at 7:15. He's certainly welcome as well as anyone else to come and be at that meeting. But this all began, and this all was put into motion by the mayor with regard to the cannon. So let's just set that record straight. Further, what's that? No, go ahead. Okay. Some of the other things that I like, and not related to the cannon at the moment, was I understood the fact that the PR firm that was hired by the town was actually voted on by the commission. In fact, I remember the mayor voting to hire the PR firm. Did you not vote to hire the PR firm?
Okay, tonight it's obvious you've got an agenda.
No, it's obvious.
And by the way, we didn't vote. You see the manager shaking his head no. The manager said earlier this evening before we walked in, and it's his decision alone, so nice try.
Well, you don't seem to like any people coming up and...
Nice try.
Well, you didn't vote for the PR firm?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Next.
And I want to know how much money was spent on a mailer that you sent out telling the residents that there was going to be a special meeting that you were only holding without any of your other colleagues and commissioners, and how much legal was spent with the town attorney coming on 3 different occasions to sit with you so you wouldn't make any legal errors during these special meetings.
Question? That's the question?
Question.
Okay, good. So this is obviously an effort by you to try to embarrass me tonight.
This is an effort to get the truth.
Yeah, with truth. Well, you're swinging at
I'd like to know.
You're about to miss right now, okay? That whole project, and I think everybody here who got the letter, everybody knows the truth, Dave, okay? Everybody who got the letter knows what the letter said. They had the opportunity to come. It was an opportunity for me to talk to the people. Some people go door to door. I found that to be ineffective. What I did was I spent my own money, okay, on the postage and the production, and sent that. There was no legal. Now, if the attorney, yeah, she came, and she works. She gets paid a salary, okay. So she came on her own time, Dave. Okay, so two swings and 2 misses. What's your next one?
That's really cute.
I'm saying, what's the next one?
Next one is, did you vote for the community center? Did you vote to approve the community center drawing?
I did.
Did you vote to pay?
Did I or did everybody else?
I'm asking you right
Okay, go ahead.
Did you vote to pay for the drawings and for the architect?
Yeah.
Construction drawings. Didn't you want the community to vote for a straw ballot and decide whether they want to spend the money?
Absolutely.
So why did you approve over $1.1 million in fees related to the community center, which was going to be built there, before the community even voted?
Right. Okay, I'll tell you why. And I imagine you're asking that question.
I'm asking you.
Yeah. Well, you're asking me because
I'm asking you because you said, I'm asking you.
Okay. 2.5 years ago, okay, I put forward an idea that would have not only paid for the entire community center as it was planned, but, yeah, come on, folks, but would have given us an extra 50%. Okay, that means that we would have been able to bond probably $30 million with the income stream that we're going to get, and I'm optimistic. We're going to get that income stream because we're going to go to Miami Beach and we're going to save $1.5 million each year. Okay, that was my plan. Okay, that was my funding plan. When nobody else had any other funding plan, when I voted for the community center, because we do need a community center, and I've always said that. As a matter of fact, I'll go back and say, a lot of people are very upset that we don't have a building there now. And they ask me, why did you agree to demolish a building that was there, okay, before we had decided what we were going to do with the funding? The answer is, that building and that pool, in my opinion, were functionally obsolete, okay? That pool and that building no longer serve the community, okay? Tonight we're going to discuss putting back the pool and putting back as much of a building as we can afford to put back. So the answer is, I voted to move forward based upon my assurances, okay? Because this whole commission voted to do the fire thing, okay? That was my way of paying for it, okay? So I did vote to go forward with the community center because we did need the pool. And the building now morphed into something that was much bigger, and I think it was reasonable, but I don't see anything wrong with that idea.
I do.
Okay, well, I don't. You do.
I'd like to say something.
Okay, related
Parker here, I'd like to say something in reference to the gun.
Yeah, but you already spoke. I'm going to let everybody who hasn't spoken yet speak, and then we'll...
I didn't speak on it.
Oh, that's right. You spoke at the last meeting. I beg your pardon.
Yeah, last month. Okay. I was in the World War II, and I was in Korea. 9 months in a hospital. I didn't know I'd get out of it after I crashed in World War II. But 5 months later, 5 years later, Korea. I was over there, down in Ireland, 16 weeks in a hospital. Now, I want to say something else. Do you know how many men served in World War II? No. 16 million men, in and out. You know how many was killed? Almost 500,000. Do you know how many are suffering today, like I am, from the injuries of the conflicts? Okay. So, I don't understand why such a big issue is made. That gun represents us men who served, and we served for a purpose. Okay? Now, I don't know which one of you has served in the armed forces in any way. Have any one of you served in the armed forces? Well, you don't know what it's all about. To me, that means me and all my fellow veterans that served. Now, that gun had been there, what, 20